Maybe the best in the world assembled for this day. This weekend has brought out some of the best. Wyman, down goes Anthony. Unbelievable. Anthony goes down hard.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to week number 4 right here on Who's Number One, my show on BTB TV. It's not your show. I mean, you behind the camera, you might shoot it. It's not your show. It's my show for you guys in there on the screen. Sit down, relax, maybe take your pants off, put some gloves on, grab a bowl of cereal. I don't know what you guys do in your free time. This is cyclocross. This is the rankings this week. We got some great stuff to get to. We had some ACA racing out in Colorado, the first Cross Crusades with Carl Decker, Serena Bishop-Gordon, taking wins over there, Jonathan Page, the lonely American over in Europe right now. And then, of course, right here in New England, the USA Cycling Pro CX calendar events, the Providence Cyclocross Festival, the C1 on Saturday, the C2 on Sunday. Let's see how they stacked up this week. Number 10 this week, Bruno Roy. We all know Mo. We all love Mo, but Mo's not a regular podium top 5 threat. Mo's a top 10 threat. 14th on Saturday, then comes out on Sunday. The rain comes down in the mud, 7th freaking place, fighting for that top 5. I mean, she's so good in the mud. We all know how good she is when it rains. It's kind of weird. Like, imagine if you were just twice as good at your job when it rains outside. Sold. Nailed it. Psh, I am on fire today. Number 5 this week, Meredith Miller. She's been so good all season long. 4th and 5th this past weekend. She's been on or just off the podium on the last lap of every race thus far this season. The first lap, the first 2 laps, a different story. I mean, she's been bad at this, disgustingly bad. Like back in the 30s. I mean, again, just imagine if you showed up to work and you were just 80% worse at your job for the first quarter of the day. Is it 4 o'clock already? I feel like I could keep going. Number 4, Helen Wyman. A mediocre, kind of a bad day on Saturday with an 8th place. Comes back, though, in the mud on Sunday. Her last race here in the U.S. for 3rd place. On the podium, Helen going back over. I think she's already back over in Europe. Thank you for joining us here in the U.S. We will miss you the rest of this season. Number 3, Katie Compton. You don't have to adjust your speakers. Number 3, Katie Compton. She's not first 3 times. These are all added together. She is ranked 3rd right now. 2nd on Sunday to Katarina Nash. It's happened a few times. Fort Collins 2011. But Saturday, 3rd place behind Katarina Nash and the U.S. rider Elle Anderson. Katie Compton, I mean, I know she was sick, but... So your number 2 ranked rider is Elle Anderson, the Cal Giant rider. 4th place on Sunday in the mud, where she's still got a little bit of figuring it out to do. But Saturday, 2nd place behind Katarina, but in front of Katie Compton, the 9-time national champion. Elle becomes, I think, the first U.S. woman to ever beat Katie Compton in cyclocross. Somebody want to look that up for me? And your number 1 rider this week, Katarina Nash. Undefeated now this cyclocross season. Won Cross Vegas, took a few weeks off, came back both days in Providence for the Lunar Rider. Was going to retire after Cross Vegas, but she is back for a whole cross season of crossy, awesome goodness. Katarina, I have something to say to you in a second. I'm going to think about it. Right here, Katarina. Bring it. Moving on to your men's rankings this week in number, what is he, number... You know, I don't actually think he's even ranked this week. I'm talking about Zach McDonald. We got Andy Schleck here of the cyclocross season. Can't even finish a race. He's got some shin splints, so like he can ride his bike okay. He just can't run with his bike. But then he goes out and just hot laps the first 2, leads the whole race, and then just crashes out. I mean, like imagine if you just went to work and you were all, employee of the month for the first 10 minutes, but then couldn't even finish the day. Woo! Work day, baby! Yeah, let's go! Bam. This is going to be a good day. Somebody, Sam, do you have a screwdriver? I'm going to take off all these other keys because all I need is the $sign. Thumb splints. I can type just fine, but it's the thumbs. I can't space bar. You know, typing's fine. I can't space.
Crashed again.
Number 5 this week, Ryan Chewbone goes 5th and 4th in Providence. A lot of 5ths and 4ths and 2nds and 3rds for Ryan this season. Everybody ranked ahead of him this year has a UCI win to their name. Phil Mickelson over here can't seem to find the winner's circle. Number 4, Raphael Gandhi. The Canadian rider definitely makes the jump of the week. I think he was like 17th in the rankings last week, but on a 3rd and 4th place ride in Providence, leapfrogs his way all the way into the top 5. Been a little bit inconsistent this season, but if he can hold it together, ride like he has, could have a permanent spot here on the top of the rankings. Number 3, Tim Johnson. Timmy J on some awesome form right now. Some of the best form we've seen from Tim since, I don't know, it's like 2010 Tim. This isn't 2011 winless Timmy. This isn't 2012 maybe Tim Johnson. This is like 2013, like really good grade A, like $60 a plate, medium rare, perfectly done Tim Johnson. Good stuff. Number 2, Ben Baird. The Belgian goes 2nd place on Saturday, then comes through to take his first UCI win of the season on Sunday. Old man power coming. I mean, I guess it was like old man power versus old man power there with Tim Johnson, but it was honestly, it was the most exciting men's race we've probably seen all season long. It was like watching your great-grandfather and your grandfather just go blow for, but then the great-grandfather has like that one little trick that awesome. And number 1. The number 1 ranked rider again this week is Jeremy Powers. Shows up on Saturday, just wins when he wants to. Sunday, I guess he just doesn't show up when he wants to. Probably got sick because he wanted to. I mean, honestly, I hope you feel better, but Sunday was the most exciting racing we've had all season long. So, you know, maybe come back, but maybe do like a Katie Compton comeback and take it easy for a little bit. Maybe get some 2nds and 3rds. You know, I know it's good for you to win, but you know, it's good for us to have a good show. It's good for you, so good for us, good for you. Just saying, maybe think about it. That's a wrap, guys. Week number 4, Who's Number 1? If you haven't already, go ahead and check out yesterday's Behind the Barriers episode from Gloucester. Tomorrow, or I guess today, if you're watching this on Wednesday, we've got BTV TV Presents Providence. If you are watching this on Wednesday, that's kind of weird because this show comes out on Tuesdays. You guys should know about that. Just be ready. Tuesday nights, Who's Number 1? So go ahead. That's a wrap, guys. You can go ahead, take your gloves off if you still have those. You can resume interneting right now, and we will see you next weekend in Boulder. Welcome to week number 4, Who's Number 1? The show that is right here on your computer screens this afternoon, evening, morning. Some of you sick probably watch us in the middle of the night, don't you? Just late at night. You got your headphones in so you don't wake your girlfriend up, and you're just in bed right now under the covers with me. I like it. Let's do it. Women this week.